new stealth attack submarine, which belies Putin's repeated claims that he has no military intentions with Europe or any other part of the world. Let's discuss with Christopher Harmer and GySgt Jessie Jane Duff. Gunny, I'll start with you. Listen, we know that all the bad actors in the world and the Chinas and the Russias of the world, they have no threat of a President Obama. But are we looking at something even more treacherous, even more frightening for the world beyond just an intensified Cold War?
Well, what we're looking at is a relationship that has been literally destroyed under this administration with Russia. So basically, Hillary was a part of that, along with Barack Obama. President Putin doesn't trust her, nor does he want to have a relationship with her, because she simply has encouraged and supported the sanctions that are going on today that have really suffocated the Russian economy. So essentially, I think we're looking at a very difficult situation. We're now moving warships. They are feeling that they are being threatened by us. And yes, the tensions are growing every single day with us and Russia. It's not a good situation.
Well, Chris, here's the thing. It's long been suspected that Vladimir Putin has romanticized the recobbling of a modern version of the USSR, and he's already, we've seen Georgia, Crimea, and others. What do you make of it?
It doesn't matter who the president of the United States is. Vladimir Putin is a bad actor. There's no possibility of having a stable relationship with him. He's a small and petty tyrant, and the reason he's exercising this influence overseas is he's trying to distract the Russian people from his record of complete failure at home. You're looking at a decreasing or stagnating Russian economy. You're looking at a brain drain. You're looking at significant demographic problems. You're looking at the Russian economy devolving into little more than a resource extraction economy like you have in Saudi Arabia.
Well,
so it doesn't matter.
So, Kristen, where are you going? Listen, I've looked at this. Russia's economy, GDP was down 44% last year. They're 110 in the world in life expectancy. But does that make it even more dangerous? In other words, if they're not going to generate the economy and nationalism keeps them up there, maybe this pushes them forward, and maybe this does spark something.
Look, Vladimir Putin is an unstable man. I'll give you that much. And yes, it is dangerous in the short term. I think long term, the most likely scenario here is we're looking at significant pressure inside of Russia, the possible state collapse of Russia. What I hope we have is leadership that can engage with Russia and convince Vladimir Putin that it's in his best interest and his country's best interest to stop acting in such an aggressive manner. He's got no business intervening in Syria. He's got no business launching the biggest Russian Navy deployment since the Cold War. It's categorically counterproductive for
Jessie Jane, on that note, Donald Trump has talked over and over again about having positive relationships with Russia.
Yes, absolutely. And this administration, along with Hillary Clinton, has been screaming Russia, Russia, Russia. And it's essentially like watching the emperor with new clothes. They are trying to claim she's a victim of the Russian attacks and hacks, which have never, ever been identified as coming from Russia. And instead, she's standing there completely exposed to us, and she now realizes how vulnerable she is. Whoever has disclosed all of this nefarious activity within her campaign.
Beyond the WikiLeaks stuff, though, on the military side, though, with the deployment of the military, Russia's military, Jessie Jane, do you think Hillary Clinton would be able to persuade Vladimir Putin? No.
She can't persuade anyone because she is the one that helped encourage all of these sanctions that are right now suffocating their economy, that are causing Putin to become so outraged. He has no respect for President Obama, and he has absolutely no respect for Hillary Clinton. He has stated very clearly he welcomes any president that is willing to work on a level playing field with Russia. And I think with Donald Trump, at least we have that shot.
All right, guys. Thank you both very much. Appreciate your expertise and your passion. And, of course, at home, thank you very much for watching every night, 6 p.m. We're doing very well, but it's all because of you. Make sure you tweet me. I'm at CV Payne. I love to interact with you. That's how I know what you really want to hear. And you really want to hear Lou Dobbs. He's next.